He's great with development with young guys in particular, and I think you've seen a big jump in the careers of Julius Randle and R.J. Barrett in particular. But their whole group is doing a good job, getting these guys to play winning basketball.
I just want to make sure. Can you guys hear Frank? Just give me a thumbs up because it's really low.
Yeah, it's really low.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
Just a little bit. We might need to turn that mic up or something, Allie, because it's not just me.
Frank, it sounds like it was better when you're closer to the mic. That may have been the.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you better now. It's not loud. But definitely can hear what you're saying. We'll go Calhoun.
Hey, Frank. I know you were saying you guys have a no excuses mentality, but purely on a numbers standpoint, how nervous are you that depending on weird flare-ups or other things that you might not have enough players to play a game in the next week or two?
Yeah, I'm not really concerned about that. We've never gotten down under, we got down to 8 the other night, just because we had a player get ejected. But typically, when it seemed like we were extremely depleted, we still had 9 guys, and I don't worry about that getting any lower until it happens. So we're just committed to the guys that are in uniform and playing, and hopefully we'll get some of those guys back tonight.
Dave.
Hey, Frank, the Timberwolves game tonight was postponed against the Nets in light of the shooting of Dante, right? I was curious if you had any discussions with your team about that tragedy.
Yeah, I did not. I learned about it after our walkthrough this morning, our team meeting. So I've not discussed that with our group yet.
Dan?
Frank, back to basketball. You guys, the last 5 games defensively have been at an even better level than prior. I know there was a little concern sort of with LeBron and AD out defensively, how you guys initially reacted to that. What changed, if anything? Was it messaging? Was it just getting used to kind of the new reality? What do you think it was?
In all honesty, I think our offense has had an impact on that. We've been playing really good offensive basketball, and the shots have been falling. The other team's been taking the ball out of the net, and when we do that and have a chance to get our defense set, we're even stronger. So I think we had a stretch when Bron first got hurt, where we were finding our way a little bit offensively and led to some scattered possessions. With our defense back on its heels, but if we're playing offensively the way we played in 3 of the last 5 games, we're not turning the ball over that much, and we're making shots. We have a chance to get our defense set.
Brian?
Hey, Frank, now that you've had a couple full games with him, what have you learned about the best ways to utilize Andre in terms of early offense, late offense, where to give him the ball, things like that?
Yeah, we're still learning different ways that he's effective and what kind of chemistry he has with his teammates, but we know he's a dynamic roller. He's a great rim run seal guy, and a best offensive rebounder in the league. So, those things we know we can put him in, and then, ways to get him the basketball in the post off of movement, I think can be effective, and also I think Stan did a great job in Detroit, in particular with, the pick and roll to roll and seal type of approach, which is what we're looking at as well.
Okay, Brian Mahoney.
Hey, Frank, with the way the schedule's made this year, a lot of teams have, like you have, just playing both New York teams on one trip back to back. Isn't much of an adjustment as you prepared? The Nets are way up there in pace. The Knicks are way down there in pace. It almost feels like they play 2 different kinds of games sometimes. Do you feel like it's going to play out that way a little bit?
For sure. They're definitely 2 very different styles of play. But that's what we try to build with our culture is, the ability to adapt to small ball lineups, or switching like we saw a lot with Brooklyn, to playing a bigger team in New York that, likes to play with two bigs and pound the glass and obviously have size at the rim defensively. So different styles, different approaches, but that's what the NBA is about. You got to win against different styles of play.
Thank you.
Last question, Michael Duarte.
Yeah, Frank, you just touched upon it with their size defensively in the interior, but the Knicks, I believe, are third in defensive efficiency this season. You guys are first. So what's the key on offense to attack a team that's, elite on defense like you guys, especially if shots aren't falling early?
Well, you got to know where the holes are, and you can't force the ball into the paint when they're going to have five guys in there. And you got to be confident and, play extra pass basketball. Every defense has holes, and certain players that you want to attack more than others, certain players you want to be more cautious against. For instance, Noel at the rim had 4 blocks last night and 2 others that were goaltends that could have been blocks. We have to attack him at the rim intelligently, and obviously there's holes in our scheme that, as an offensive coordinator mindset, and when you put the game plan together, you got to try to attack those holes.
Thanks so much, Coach.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.